And that is the case against the two panels. Their guilt stares you in the face. The evidence leaves no room for doubt as to their guilt, nor any doubt as to the verdict you will bring. Their characters leave no room for mercy, and mercy that pardons the likes of these is a murderer, gentlemen. Even sympathy is wasted on them. The only person on their side deserving of your sympathy is their learned counsel. He cannot refute one shred of the evidence against them. He cannot plead extenuation. He can only plead their ignorance and stupidity. And things will have come to a bonny pass if a man has to sit in examination before he can get himself hanged. And since he cannot plead their innocence, it is likely that in a fit of desperation he will try to tell you that their youth, in some way that he cannot quite explain, mitigates their crime. But if you are pleased to keep vermin like this alive because they're young, you'll have to search your consciences bloody hard before you'll kill a baby louse.
Since we've drunk to all those present, I give you absent friends, and in particular our Lord Advocate Adam Weir.
Absent friends? Adam may not be absent much longer.
Adam? No, no. Adam's one friend you can be sure will stay absent when I'm in there. No, he's no the man for all this fiddlery, as he'd call it.
They say he is the coming man in Scottish law circles.
Oh, he's a great lawyer. And soon of all I hears, too, he'll be a great judge. But he could have been one a damn sight sooner if he'd been more partial to these social occasions.
With his manners, I think he's wiser to avoid them. True, he's not exactly delicate, and manners can count for a great deal. So can influence, but they're not everything.
Now take your own case, Mr. Five. Now nobody could say that you had any influence, and manners too, of a sort. But it was Adam Weir that made Lord Advocate. It's Adam Weir they'll soon be raising to the bench. Still, it would have done him nae harm to show that hanging face of his to the gentility every wee while.
He'll show it to them tonight, Glenkindy.
If you believe that, you'll believe anything.
He promised.
Did he, by God?
Aye, but he's a man that keeps his promise.
But in the court today.
Of course, he promised on condition that the case ended in time.
Aye. But he can take his time hanging that riprap and keep his promise and still no come to your soiree. Well. I never thought to see you here.
So, the mountain has come to Muhammad. The bull to the china shop. I'm glad you came, Adam. Glenkindy has given it as his opinion that you'd get out of it if you had to make the trial last all night.
I couldn't make it last, Davy, and keep what reputation I've got. Had there been no evidence, their faces would have been enough to hang them.
The presence of Adam Weir, my lord, and gentlemen of the jury, leads me to entertain just the slightest suspicion that our Lord Advocate has come at last to realise the value of a wee touch of politics.
Politics, man? No, I'll have no truck with that. Though it wouldn't be above hanging a radical or two if there was a law passed against them.
Yes, but you'd be just as quick to hang a Tory if a law were passed against Tories.
But I wouldn't do it with the same relish, Davy.
I never meant that kind of politics, Adam. I just meant getting to know the right people.
In view of the honours Weir has received already, and those we all know are coming to him, it would seem clear that he already knows the right people.
It seems, Davy, that your wine's been made with sour grapes. When I was made Lord Advocate, the word was going around that Mr. Fife here would get the job. He's very well connected. Now the word is that if I'm made a judge, he'll take my place. But there's just two things that Fife needs before he'd be fit to be Lord Advocate.
And what are they?
A modicum of legal knowledge and some bloody common sense. Well, I promised you I'd come, Lord Glenalmond, and I'm here. When I look at all these foul dedals and senior fiddleries, I realise it's more than David would have done for Jonathan. What's she, Davy?
She's from a very good family down the borders. And she's got money and land to bring to the man that gets her. And if by any chance that man should be a judge, she'd bring him a fine title as well.
What might that be?
WEIR of Hermiston.
Hermiston, is it?
It is. She's Jean Rutherford, of the Rutherfords of Hermiston. The lady's the last of the line.
For a tribe of reavers, butchers and rebels, they've come to a recht sorry end. Yeah, she looks well enough. If you don't put too much store by looks, and she seems biddable. Is she religious?
Exceeding religious, by all accounts.
Oh, well, nobody's perfect. And religion's no bad thing in a woman. Keeps their minds off things that are worse. Present me, Davy.
Huh? Miss Rutherford, may I introduce our Lord Advocate, Adam WEIR. Be kind to him, Miss Rutherford. He's a timid man. He's quite overcome with all this senior fiddlery.
Good sakes, what's that, Davy?
Signor Castellani, he's going to sing one of our Scottish airs in an interesting accent.
I take it very ill that I should be subjected to all this after a hard day's hanging folk. And this is Hermiston, is it?
Aye.
I looked at the record. It's ordinary how many of your forebears were hanged outside that door.
Kirsty! This is Mr. Adam WEIR that I wrote you about. He was Lord Advocate, but he's been made a judge. And he's done me the honour of asking me to marry him.
And it says a lot for your mistress's good sense that she's decided to accept my offer. In the ordinary way of things, I wouldn't mention it, but it seems to be established by custom and usage here that we report everything to the housekeeper.
Adam, Kirsty's noticed the housekeeper here. Her family have been our tenants at Colsty and Slaps for generations. Her brother's a laird there now. We played together as lassies. She's one of the family in a far-off way. My cousin, 18 times removed.
18 times, eh? I should have asked her permission to marry you.
Ah, that's Adam WEIR, safely wedded.
Aye, and we now he'll be safely bedded. Good. Now I know what Fife meant by a bull in a china shop.
No, but you know, Glenkindy, I never really believed it could happen, you know, even though he was openly paying court to her.
Paying court, oh, that's delicately put, Davy. It was a treat to hear them. Sheer poetry. Oh, keep me, Mr. WEIR. And what became of them? Hang it, madam. Hang it.
I thought he'd frighten her into refusing him.
Oh, mere likely. Frighten her into accepting.
Are you sure you sent that Christian cook about her business, woman?
Aye, Adam.
Can't say the broth looks any the better for it. I take it the new one's a Christian as well.
Aye, Adam.
Oh, get somebody that can make good broth. And I'll be satisfied if she's a whore off the streets and a worshipper of Baal for by.
Is the broth new to your liking, my lord?
Oh, Adam, she's the 5th cook we've had these 3 months. Oh, does she have to go? She's a good Christian woman.
Then the Lord will provide for her. Thank God the session will be over soon and we'll be off to Hermiston.
That's right, Adam. We'll both be better for the colour air of the country.
It's no the colour air I need. It's Kirsty Elliott's cooking, or I'll starve.
Oh, it's good to see you taking your meat again, Adam.
Well, there may be better Christians in the world than Kirsty, but there's damn few better hands in the kitchen.
Nobody can say I'm no as good a Christian as the next in Hermiston.
Ah, but can anybody say that you're a better one?
Oh, Adam.
Oh, dinna fright yourself, woman. Kirsty and me are two of a kind. Course, ordinary folk. She knows when we're having a wee joke.
Speak for yourself, Hermiston. There's Nathan coarse or ordinary about us Elliots are called staying slaps. Maybe we're no rich, and maybe none of us have climbed out of nowhere to be judges and the like, but there's gentle blood in us. We're connected to her ladyship. I'm cousin to her.
18 times removed.
Adam?
Aye. Well, what is it, woman?
Oh, it's Nathan, Adam.
Why is it that every time you've got nothing to say, it's something important you've no got to say?
Oh, but you're right, Adam. It is.
What important? Well, what is it, woman?
I can't tell you.
Don't tell me you've sacked all the servants in Edinburgh and got in the Kirk session to run my house.
Adam, it's nothing like that.
What is there that a woman cannot tell her lawfully wedded husband? Oh, don't tell me you've been carrying on behind my back with one of the Italian music masters in Edinburgh. Woman. Better go and see what's the matter with her.
Do you mean to tell me you don't know?
Aye, that's what I mean to tell you. How am I supposed to know what she's got to say when she never says it?
Hermiston,